The bone. Welcome to CP. All right, Young. What do you got to talk about? Can I get one of your amazing topics, please?
So Game Freak has decided that their new game, Pokemon Sword and Shield, will not have all the Pokemon in the National Dex.
Mm-hmm.
You mad about it yet?
Dude.
I'll get into that. Hold on.
Everyone.
Okay.
And in addition, they also just said that Mega Evolutions, which is a very popular mechanic, and Z moves.
But is it?
Yeah, people love Mega Evolutions. I don't know what you're talking about. Now Z moves, people are kind of no about, but they also are taking out Z moves from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Am I mad about it? I don't honestly. I feel like the internet's kind of being a bunch of babies.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. I'm glad you're actually call you out and be like, you're the one just saying right now that 2 out of the fucking 7 gens are trash, and I'm like, I feel like Young would be okay with this.
Yeah, honestly, there's this whole bring back the National Dex on Twitter right now. There's a bunch of hashtags that's bring back the national any Pokemon. Look at any Pokemon tweet. All of the responses are bring back the National Dex. Hashtag.
They set up this expectation of every game we're always gonna have him in, so people are used to it. So it's a little bit on their end that their fault too, because they added this Nintendo Pokemon added this one thing where you have to pay for a service to transfer other Pokemon, and you remember that?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
they added that, so you can't use that anymore in the future games. So people are like, "What the fuck? I've been moving my Pokemon all over the place, and I can't do this anymore." So I can understand that.
I understand the arguments. They want their favorite Pokemon to be in the game, right? I'd be I would if Gardevoir didn't make it into Pokemon Sword and Shield, right? I understand the arguments, right? I get the irate, the anger. I get why you're pissed off. My argument is that we're at 900 Pokemon. We're about to hit 900.
Like that, yeah.
Look up
a ridiculous, a ridiculous number of Pokemon. Do you really expect them to do all of those Pokemon, 900 Pokemon? Do you expect
807 right now.
Jesus.
Yeah, but so expect this generation to shoot it up to 900, right? Because it's usually 100 per.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
At a minimum 100 per. So expect it to shoot 900 Pokemon. That's a lot of Pokemon.
That's a ton, man. That's a lot of rigging for models.
And a lot of it's a lot of rigging for models, a lot of designing those models, a lot of so you've seen the wild area, which is Pokemon Sword and Shield, the version of an open world.
Yeah.
You see that there are Pokemon live, actual Pokemon you can see walking on those routes. You would have to design. You would have to design something 500 or 600 Pokemon just to walk on those routes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Have you seen the picture of the Machoke just full sprinting at you?
Whoa, no, that's fucking
see that really?
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's so good.
Oh man.
So in that respect, I understand why they did it. But it's just a lot of Pokemon are trash, and we've talked about this multiple times.
Yeah.
And I think that certain Pokemon just don't deserve to be in Pokemon anymore. I think they should be excised from the Pokemon existence.
I'm actually curious. Hey Ben, have you played any of the Pokemon games?
No, dude. I am the only Pokemon game I ever played was Pokemon Yellow.
That's the only one you need to play.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. As an indifferent party, Ben, how do you feel about this? I'm curious about your opinion.
So, I'm not really following. What I'm getting is that there's too many Pokemon, and they're not all being documented in the Pokedex or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds like it's a logistical problem, and it makes sense.
It's a very logical way to look at it. Yeah.
So, I think that makes sense. You'd have to major in whatever Pokemon is to actually understand and remember what all the Pokemon are when it gets to that point where there's so many different creatures or entities. And I don't know.
The way to have remedied this problem is maybe take away a couple generations. Back then, maybe after Generation 3, every game from then on should have been just like the Alola regions or whatever, where it's just different versions of a Pokemon.
Oh, dude, I'm hoping there's Galar regions of Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
that's what I really
5
want.
different Pikachus or something.
Hell yeah.
But here's the thing about that argument too: is if you really wanted them to do that before, what's the difference between them doing that before and doing it now? Now you're just pissed off that They just did it later than earlier. They could have done it earlier, and you still would have been pissed off. Like if they went to Gen 4, right, and they're like, okay, Gen 3, 2, and 1 are not going to be in Gen 4. People would still be pissed off. It doesn't change. Like people are going to be angry regardless.
It's gonna be a game where it's literally just Young's least favorite generations.
I
New Pokemon.
maybe perhaps if Wooly is kind of making it so that there's no way this can be a
Wally.
Little sheep. Oh, so cute.
Quick.
And I'm super big on the mechanics they are adding. Raid
Yeah.
battles, the open world where you can meet other people. Like I think that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'll be great. It's just remember that one thing. It's like which trainer gets to keep the Pokemon. That's the big thing.
Oh.
Because they all fight for it. One person throws a giant Pokeball. One.
Oh, they
Right.
just no. So
Giant
it's not
Pokeball.
like that. No, it's not like that. So it was described at E3 to me as when you beat the Pokemon, all the trainers get one chance to catch it, and only one chance.
Like, Pokemon
So and yeah, so nobody failed. Nobody doesn't not get a chance. Everybody gets a chance, but you only get one.
Sick. Okay.
But so that I think raids are gonna be cool. Like I think the whole wild area is gonna be cool. Like I just don't like. I understand why there's like hatred for the whole Dex, but some Pokemon are just like bad. Like Silcoon, the whole like monkey, like elemental monkeys are bad. Like why do you want them in the game? I know some people are probably like, oh, I hate you. Why fuck you for saying that the monkeys are bad. But it's just like. Come on.
Wait, which monkeys?
The like Panchant or Pansage.
Panseer. But yeah, I don't like.
Yeah, they're terrible. They're terrible.
Sudowoodo's cool.
But
and you know what gen? You know what gen those monkeys were in? Gen 5.
Wow,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
seeing a pattern here.
Yeah. But Gen 5 holds nothing to Gen 7 or Gen 8 apparently.
Damn,
More EVs, please.
More EVs. Yeah, where's my dragon and my bug EV?
At
Vaporeon
least Gen 5 had Leafeon Glaceon.
You right. I like. There's like this image where a picture of a brick, and it's like this is the stone you use to evolve Eevee into a ghost type.
Because you bash your head. I get it.
You're killing the Pokemon.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, Game Freak has decided no more every Pokemon.
Well, we could maybe update on that if there's more news on it later.
True.
But it's a conundrum. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Bad.
Wait, hold up. So I didn't get any of that since I don't play Pokemon. So all I got was like, it's like Pokemon are waifu, and people are mad that some waifus aren't making it into the game.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
In layman's terms? Okay.
No. Think of it as like your favorite pet, like because they're like pets, right? Like
Waifus.
basically they're basically like animals. Your favorite pet didn't make it into the new game, and now people are pissed off.
Okay.
The sad thing is they haven't even announced the list of Pokemon to make it, so people are now pissed because now people are like worried, like, is my Pokemon gonna make it?
In the dark.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That sucks.
It does.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That's unfortunate.
You got more questions, Ben?
About Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, happy to oblige with some information.
Okay, so
We find people that don't play Pokemon.
all right. So what's the difference between Pokemon Yellow and this new game you're talking about? Was it Sword and Shield?
About 20 years.
650 pet waifus.
Okay.
There are raids now.
Game
Raids.
mechanics.
Yeah, so it's like kind of four people fight one big Pokemon, and then it's like a raid battle. It's like
It's like the difference between Persona 1 and Persona 5, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
I
They
never
did this
actually played
PAX
Persona
1 and whatever.
I don't think anyone did. At least anyone's still alive. I'm just kidding.
do you see yourself even playing this game though? Honestly, Ben, like
No.
You've been a good
Oh,
pro.
yeah, so it doesn't matter.
It's for Pokemon fans.
Yeah.
It's not for new
It's
people.
good to have a neutral party, yeah.